Hi, tonight I'm going to take you through the way you can make pizzas from start to scratch in an order that is really simple and easy. It also is the most logical step through in how you make pizza. We're going to use the Basic Cookbook pizza dough recipe because it's on the chip and you just press the buttons and it's all done. But we're going to do a couple of other things first before we make the pizza dough and make sure that we get the order right so that we can have pizza in the oven cooking as soon as we can. Over in this corner, we have the ingredients for the pizza dough. Add a double O flour, some instant dried yeast that's just come out of the freezer for a second, some salt, some sugar, and some olive oil. Then we've got stuff to make our passata, fresh tomatoes, a couple of onions, and some garlic. And then we have things for the topping. We've got mozzarella, pepperoni, baby bocconcini, some capsicum, green prawns, olives, salami, mushroom, and a ball of fresh mozzarella. I'm just going to add half of that, which I've cut up into, 2 by 2 centimeter squares, 250 grams at a time. Put it into your Thermomix, and then we're going to go 17 seconds, speed 5. I've grated the cheese, there's a bowl full there. You don't need to clean the Thermomix for this. This is really maximising the Thermomix here. I've got a couple of little shallots, I use 3. I'm just going to chop them for 2 seconds, speed 5. As you can see, I haven't washed the bowl and I've just chopped up half a stick of pepperoni. My pepperoni had dried out quite considerably in the fridge. So rather than slicing it, I'm just going to mill it. So I'm going to do that for 2 seconds, speed 8. So now I'm going to go to the BCB chip and make the standard pizza dough. So as you can see, the ingredients here are water, flour, salt, yeast, olive oil, and sugar. I'll let you follow the BCB recipe and I'll come back to you in a minute. But the point is, we've chopped the cheese, we've chopped the onion, we've chopped our pepperoni. We're now doing the pizza dough. We haven't had to wash yet. We've only taken a couple of minutes. While the dough is resting or rising or whatever it does, we will make the passata and finish chopping up all of our ingredients. And then in about 10-15 minutes, we can roll out our pizza dough and get it into the oven. The dough is now on, and that takes 2 minutes to knead. While that's happening, I'm going to cut up some garlic cloves, peel some onion, and just chunk up my tomatoes. And that's going to be the passata with a little bit of olive oil and dried herbs as well. So here's the dough. We're just going to turn that out onto a floured mat, wrap it up and leave it somewhere warm. Obviously, the passata takes about 15 minutes to cook, so it's going to be at least 15 or a little bit longer. Cut the onions and tomatoes and saute them with some olive oil for 3 minutes. Then you want to add the tomatoes and the herbs and cook those 100 degrees, speed 3. At the time that the passata's done, you'll see that your dough is coming along really nicely. While the passata is cooking, then I want you to do your ingredients. I've already pre-prepped mine just because I was making the video, but I'll run through what I've got for our pizzas tonight. So we've got fresh mozzarella, as I said, chopped up in the Thermi. Heaps cheaper and also super easy to do. Onion, spicy pepperoni, capsicum cut into strips. Now I'll show you a little trick when you're making your pizza. Why you should cut them into strips like this. That's good. Got some baby bocconcini, some green prawns that I've just peeled and deveined, pitted Kalamata olives, some salami, some mushroom, a little tiny bit of polenta just to zhuzh on our pizza stone. You can see my hand there zhuzhing. And that just helps the pizza lift really easy when it's baked in the oven. So this has been sitting here for about maybe 5 minutes, and you can see it's already starting to double. So like I said, you can leave it for the hour as the recipe from the BCB says, but I actually don't think that you need to. If your passata is a little on the runny side, take the cup off and let the steam come out. You can see in the background that that's what I've done. What you can do is add a little bit of sugar, or I added this, a little dash of sweet balsamic reduction. I just bought this. You can make it in your Thermomix, but I haven't had a chance to do that yet. So if you add a little dash of that, maybe like a teaspoon or a little bit more, it will make your sauce really beautiful and sweet. And I'm going to portion this into 3 doughs. I'll use 2 tonight and then use 1 during the week. So I'll just wrap it up in some cling wrap and store it in the fridge. So I've portioned the dough into 3 pieces, wrapped 1 piece up tightly in cling wrap. That's going to go in the fridge. That'll last 3 or 4 days. I've got 2 pizza doughs here. When you're making your pizza dough, what you want is to create a ball so that when you roll it out, it's going to keep that shape. Also, when you're rolling it, use this action. So you're doing 2 hands at one time, obviously, but use this action and kind of tuck the dough underneath itself. What will happen is you can see the base of the dough will have like a little tiny join underneath, and that means you've got a really beautiful dough, and when you roll it out there won't be any holes in the base itself. So we're going to roll it out. Then the most important thing about making pizza is the order in which you apply the toppings. So I'll run through that. I'll make this pizza and I'll run through what I've done. So roll out your pizza dough. The most important thing is to put the sauce, then the cheese. Cheese always goes on the bottom. Then what you do is just layer on your meats and your onions, vegetables, then go through to your softer vegetables. Prawns cook pretty quickly and you want some cheese on top, so these baby mozzarellas are great. The finished product looks amazing, tastes delicious, and you've made it all yourself. This simple pizza is made from olives, garlic, herbs, salt, and olive oil. Delicious. So that's it, the secrets for nailing your Friday night pizzas in a very ordered, logical manner. I hope you like it. Don't forget to subscribe to 3 Mad Mixes on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram too.